let's talk about this story. Gender dysphoria diagnosis on the rise across the U.S., but there's a misnomer there, except in states that don't promote it. If a state promotes it, you see gender dysphoria go through the roof. And of course, that it's a diagnosis of basically you have some kind of anxiety or some kind of fear about your body. And it's usually the diagnosis is you need a sex change. That's really how they do, and especially for kids. But this new study found that it's an increasing number of people across the country, both young and old, who are, I guess, suffering from unease, a deep sense of unease and distress about their bodies, which usually leads to some kind of sex change. So, Jacob, we'll start with you. This is rampant across the state, especially in states like here in California, New York, Virginia had the highest one, 245. It is absolutely scandalous to think that many people are having gender dysphoria all of a sudden. So what's your take on this?
Well, obviously, it's part of a greater problem with the divorce rate, with the amount of children being born out of wedlock, with absentee fatherhood in all communities, but especially minorities, particularly Black communities. When people do not have a parent of the same gender to identify with as a role model, you're going to have ramifications. One of which is underperformance in education. Second, a statistical predisposition to getting in trouble with the law. But third is a gender identity crisis. It shows you the morally depraved state of the Western world and of the United States. When you can take minors and on the basis of no real medical diagnosis other than an agreement there's dysphoria, which is, again, has no pathology to it. It has no chemical or histological pathology.
Right.
On that basis, to perform genital mutilation by surgical means that is irreversible on minors, and doing so increasingly by law without parental consent.
Especially without that, yes.
As well as a chemical adjustment of the endocrine system. You're messing with testosterone and estrogen production by endocrine organs. They don't even know the long-term biomedical ramifications of these chemical therapies.
That's right. Pfizer can't even tell you what they're going to do.
They cannot tell you.
Yeah.
They cannot tell you. This is criminal and it is demonic. And the medical establishment knows it. As a purely scientific opinion, they can tell you this. But science goes out the window, even in medicine. It doesn't matter anymore, as we'll see shortly when we talk about what's happening at Johns Hopkins University.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. What should be more science-based than medical science? But forget about it.
Yeah.
You're not making those decisions based on the medical evidence or genetic realities.
That's right.
Forget about parental rights. Forget about the long-term ramifications for those children having these irreversible chemical and surgical procedures. What if they change their mind?
Yeah, which a lot of them do. But
it's too late.
Too late, exactly.
This is criminal. These people, these legislatures, these activists, and these medical professionals will burn in hell forever.
Destroying their kids.
Better to have a millstone tied around your neck than to hurt one of these little ones.